Do webinars always have to be presented live? How differently do they perform from pre-recorded webinars, if at all? Great question, Melanie. So no, they do not have to be presented live. You have a ton of options when you're running webinars, and this will certainly, my disclaimer that I always say, very dependent upon your buying cycle, very dependent upon your audience and your industry. All of that goes without saying. Here are some of the ways that I like to use different types of webinars. So what I like about live webinars like this is it allows me to, in real time, engage with you and connect with you in a real moment. We're actually sharing an experience here together. You're building trust. I'm building trust. I'm answering your questions, and you will likely leave this event in a very different state than when you started this event. You had questions coming in, you had a feeling of maybe pessimism coming in, maybe frustration even, and you're going to leave in a different state, right? That's the goal. Now, that is also possible with pre-recorded content. Some hosts find it harder with pre-recorded content. And if you are not using, I can't stress this enough, if you are not using a webinar platform that offers you opportunities to engage with your audience, even with pre-recorded content, you're losing huge money on the table. You cannot put out pre-recorded content at the risk of, at the sacrifice of engagement and building trust and building connections with your audience. Can't do it. So Demio has great opportunities. All those cool little actions that Alex was firing off, he fired off featured actions, handouts, we have polls, all of that stuff. You can do all of that with pre-recorded content on Demio so that you still have the opportunity to really engage and connect with your audience. The other great way that people use pre-recorded content are for smaller teams who just don't have the bandwidth to be putting out live content all the time. The other benefit of pre-recorded content is to help you extend your live content. So after this event is finished, we will probably put the recording up because it's what we would call evergreen content. It's not really going to go out of style or out of date. We're going to put it up on our website and we're going to generate leads from it. We're going to generate other relationships from it. We're going to generate other customers from it. And we're going to continue to do that for as long as it works for us. So both is my answer. All of the above. You should have all of these different types of events inside your event strategy, if not only for the reason that you need to define what works for your business, but your audience has different preferences. Some of them are going to want the Netflix style of webinars, the on-demand webinar, where they literally show up at their leisure and watch the content whenever they want. Some prefer live because they get a little bit more out of it. Do all of the above.